Hello, this is Ernest Burley Jr. back at you with some great information about insurance or other topics. I know you've been watching my channel and looking at my little ones and us having just great fun together. But I'm like, I need to get back on here and start giving some good information to some individuals. So here we go. So this one is titled, Is It Really Whole Life? Which I mean by is it really whole life insurance? Because I've been coming across a lot of people still lately who think they have a whole life policy, but they don't. Either they misunderstood what the agent told them, or the agent misrepresented what they were providing for the person. So it's just not good. It's not good. I've had people adamantly tell me, well, adamantly in a nice way, tell me, yeah, I have a whole life policy, and I'm like, well, send me a copy of the illustration. Let me take a look at it. Let me see the policy. And I'll tell you, the majority of the time that I get those illustrations or policies, it is not whole life insurance. It's universal life insurance, which is totally different from whole life insurance. So this little snippet is to try and give you some tidbits of information to figure out whether it's whole life insurance or universal life insurance. Is it really whole life insurance? And I would venture to say over half the time that someone tells me they have whole life insurance, it is not whole life insurance. I would venture to say 80% of the time they have something else, and it's normally universal life, and they thought it was a whole life. So here are some things. Here are 4 things to look out for to differentiate whether it's whole life or a universal life product. If you see flexible or adjustable premium anywhere on the policy or the illustration or the description of the policy, 9 times out of 10 it's a universal life policy, not a whole life policy. If it says flexible premium and or adjustable premium, it is more than likely universal life, not whole life insurance. Okay, so that's clue number 1. Clue number 2. If you have cash value columns that have an interest rate attached to them, like it says a guaranteed rate 2% or non-guaranteed 3% or 6% or whatever, if it has interest rates at the top that is paying potentially into the policy, 9 times out of 10, that's a universal life policy. It's not whole life insurance. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, if you have multiple cash value columns, like 2 or 3. Normally, like those policies normally have 3 cash value columns. They have a guaranteed cash value column and then 2 non-guaranteed cash value columns. Normally, that's going to be a universal life policy too. Now, you do have on whole life policies, sometimes you will have 2 cash value columns. You'll have like the actual guaranteed cash value column, which all whole life policies have. But then you'll also have another column sometimes if that policy pays dividends. So not all whole life policies pay dividends, so they don't necessarily have that second cash value column. So that's number 2. If you have like 3 cash value columns, it's probably universal life. And the last but not least, number 4, clue number 4, if it has lapse anywhere on the illustration, lapse or a 0 as a death benefit somewhere on the illustration, that's going to be universal life, because whole life doesn't have a 0 across the death benefit column or lapse across the death benefit column at all. Okay, so those are 4 tips that I would like for you to take a look at. And if you want to reach out to me, that's fine too, but take a look at the illustration and the policy, and if either one of those 4 is on there, more than likely it's a universal life policy, not whole life policy. Okay, Ernest Burley Jr., your guy looking out for you. Y'all take care. Y'all look at the rest of my snippets. Yeah, I have some more. I'm going to do like a few today, so I'll be wearing the same thing. Y'all take care. Be safe out there.